Choose yourself. Choose yourself and your mission above everything else, and I promise you, you will win. If your current life is not serving you, if you want something massive and huge for yourself, that actually kind of requires you to give up every single thing that is not aligning with that. And you know, the thing is, when you're trying to go after becoming something you've never been before, it requires everything else around you that you know to be familiar to change. You can't have change and have that as well. You can't have both. Everything in life requires a sacrifice for an upgrade, because if there is no space for the upgrade, how are you going to upgrade in the first place? There is no space, your plate is full, and if your plate is full, then that means there is no space on your plate to even get the blessings that you want, that you are working hard for, that you desire. And so it first starts with shedding and letting go of things that no longer serve you, of ways that no longer serve you, of pleasing and making yourself smaller so that you can be digestible for the people around you. But you don't need to be digestible, honey. You need to be yourself. Own yourself, own your truth, own your path, own your journey, honor it, honor who you are, honor who you've become, honor yourself for all the things that you got over with nobody there to support you, and all the things that you faced alone and you pulled yourself out of. It's you. You're the one that did it. You're the one that got yourself out of all the things that you thought that you never could. And it's the same when you try to really be authentically yourself and true to yourself. Don't care what anybody thinks about you. Don't give a shit what anybody thinks about you. My question is, are you happy with the version of yourself that you are right now? If you are, that is great. And if you are not, do whatever it takes for you to become happy with yourself, even if it means disappointing the whole world around you. Because guess what? Your life doesn't revolve around them. It revolves around you, your needs, your desires, your passions, your truth. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be treated? How do you want to be remembered? This is your journey. This is your path. It's nobody's business. Don't give a shit about anybody's opinion of you. Don't care about anybody, how they look at you, how they think about you, how they think about how you act or how you speak or how you hold yourself up. Own yourself. Be yourself. Be so fearlessly yourself that it intimidates people how fearlessly you can be yourself without giving a shit about their opinion, without caring at all about what they may think. Own yourself that much that it intimidates people that how she can move and act and walk and think like that. The audacity. Exactly. The audacity, yeah. You have the audacity to be who you want to be. You were not on this earth to please other people. You were on this earth to find your purpose, to find your passion, to pursue what makes you happy, to pursue yourself, to find yourself. Nothing else and nobody else. You are above everyone and everything in your life because you got yourself. You don't need anybody. You need yourself. If you want to win, if you want to win in this life, if you want to win over your own spirit, if you want to win yourself back from the world that has taken from you, start by establishing boundaries and realize that your most valuable asset that they can have is your time and presence. And move and think like that. Don't just give anybody your time. Don't just give anybody your presence. That has to be earned. Value yourself so high that the world will have nothing else but to meet you at where you are with yourself. And if somebody cannot respect that, if somebody belittles you or disrespects you or doesn't respect your boundaries, walk away. Walk away, because there are people willing to put in the effort and put in the work to meet you where you are meeting them. Life is not all about give, give, give. Life is about balance. And if in your life you find yourself that you're at that point where you can't do it anymore, you don't owe it to anybody. You don't owe it to anybody to be a giver. You don't owe it to anybody. You know who you owe it to, who you owe it to make it up for yourself? You. There is nobody in this earth worthy of putting your own needs down for the sake of them. The only two things and only two values that should matter in life is your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself. Because if you have God by your side, which you do, and you have yourself, trust me when I tell you, you don't need anybody else. You don't need anybody else. All you need is within yourself and within the divine provision of source that is God. God gives you through the means, against the means, without the means. The fact that you are living and breathing right now is God giving you that grace, is God's presence quite literally in the moment, Him providing for you. The fact that you can breathe, the fact that you can see, the fact that you can walk, the fact that you can do anything that you're doing in your life is because He is with you. If you have God and you have yourself, you don't need anybody else. If nobody aligns with the version of you that you're trying to become, then you are in exactly the right place. You are exactly where you're meant to be right now. Because who cares about what they think? Who cares? Do you care? If you care, change that. Change that perspective, because you know what? The only person to lose here is yourself, not them. The only person that will be settling and disappointed and unhappy and in pain or hurting is you. I cannot stress this enough when I say, be your most authentic self. Be so fearless in how you move and how you think and how you act and how you be and how you move and how you express yourself. And that, to me, is one of the most winning formulas to getting everything you want in life. Really. And I say that from experience, because there was a time in life that I didn't think this way, that I didn't apply this to my life because I didn't know about it. But then when I knew about it and I started applying to my life and I keep applying it, the way the doors open, the way that God blesses you, even if things leave your life, trust me, they leave your life for your highest good. And you will always see that and always realize that if you are willing to look at it that way, rather than look at it as something that you lost, because nothing is a loss. Everything is a redirection. It was never your loss to lose these people. It was never your loss to be in those hard situations that you were in. It was never a loss. It was a redirection. It was a blessing. It was a lesson. It was growth through strategic transformation that involved pain and hurting. But the reality is, if everything just came at your plate without hardship, what would you truly learn? Because you can't learn anything without failure. You can't learn anything if everything's going smoothly and there's no ups and downs and life was this whole actual fairy tale. But that's what makes us human beings so exceptional. That's what makes you so exceptional. The fact that you can go through all of these things and build yourself up again and get over it and become stronger and stronger and stronger, or you accept defeat and you accept that this is the position that you are in your life and that's all it's ever gonna be. The thing is, that decision is up to you. That decision is up to us as individuals. How we're gonna allow this to affect our life, how we're gonna allow this to make us or break us or keep us in exactly the same stagnant position for the rest of our life, or at least for years. Where you put the limit of growth on yourself is where you will stop. where you put the limit of growth on yourself, on who you can become, you will stop exactly there. Hold yourself accountable for your growth. Take accountability for all the things that was not even your mistake. And trust me when I tell you, that will be the most major step up of your life. When you can take accountability, not just for your own actions or your own wrongs or your own mistakes or your own failures, but also for the things that other people may have done to you or positions that you were put in due to whatever circumstance, right? Take accountability for those things in a manner that you let that happen and use it to drive yourself for success and happiness and fulfillment and contentment. Use it as fire fuel. Use it as a burning passion to go after the things that you want and never allow those things to happen again. Never allow yourself to be in those same positions again. And even if it happens again, it's okay. Nobody can change just like that. Nobody can learn just like that. And even if you learn, you might find yourself in that position all over again later on. But does that mean that you are, quote, a complete, absolute failure? No, you're not. It's called being a human being, having a human experience. None of us are perfect. But what we can do is try our best not to be in those positions again. Try our best to keep evolving, growing, and changing. And anytime it happens again, there's a lesson there that you still need to learn. There's a lesson there pending for you to learn it. And when you learn it and apply it, that's when the patterns actually break. So if you find yourself in the same position over and over and over again in life, ask yourself, reflect, what happened that I attracted this person into my life? What happened, or what was I blinding myself to in order for this friendship to last, in order to have these people in my life, in order for me to be in this position again? What could I have done better? What could I have avoided? What signs or intuition could I have listened to of myself or the things that I saw, but I didn't? You know, this is how we grow. This is how we evolve. This is how we transform and transcend into a higher version of us, into our highest selves. You are beautiful. You are capable. You can be exceptionally extraordinary if you wanted to be. Because the fact is, what I believe we all are, but only a few will ever go down the journey of truly exploring themselves and truly exploring their journey that was meant to be, or just follow the sheep like everybody else and live a normal, boring, depressing life. Choose yourself. For once in your life, choose yourself over everybody around you. They're not worth it. People are not worth your energy and time and your sacrifice. They're not worth it. People will come and go. Anything that you get attached to in this world will disappoint you. It will 100% disappoint you because you got attached to it. You're not meant to get attached. Loving is good. Loving is nice. But attachment is destruction. There is nothing in this world worthy of attachment rather than God. And my personal opinion, be selfish with your time. Be selfish. Be selfish with how you make time for yourself, to love yourself and care for yourself and be compassionate for yourself over the needs of other people. Do it. It is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And people can take and understand this any sort of way that they want to understand this, but how are you ever gonna choose yourself if you can't be selfish in the time that you take for yourself, in the steps that you take to protect yourself, protect your energy, to take yourself out, to take care of you, take care of your mind, your soul, your body? If you live to please other people, people are not meant to be pleased to live for. Are you living this life for the sake of other people? Or are you living this life for the sake of yourself? This is your life. Nobody's gonna miss out other than you. That thing you've always wanted to do, but wait for someone to do it with you, go do it by yourself. Why are you waiting for anybody to do anything? You don't need nobody. You got yourself, and that's enough. And look, like realistically, you might feel like it's hard, it's difficult to be on your own in the beginning, but any point of life where you feel like it's difficult to take the next step, or this is really hard, are the most transformational growth seasons of your life, because it will teach you more than anything in your life, and you will get that control and confidence that, hey, I did that. I thought I wouldn't make it out of it, and I did that. And make sure you remind yourself that there have been multiple instances in your life that you thought you wouldn't make it out alive, but guess what? You did. And if you choose yourself and choose to be selfish and choose to honor your path and choose to do only what serves you or aligns with you and is truly good for you in every single way, to the bottom of your heart, you know that? Even if it involves some people, whatnot, you know that they don't affect you or pull you away from who you are, then that's fine. But if you don't have that, don't settle for anything lesser. Because you were not born, you were not made to just settle for whatever people provided to you and said, oh, this is as good as it gets. You know what? If you think that's as good as it gets, then that's all you're gonna get your whole life. But if you say, no, this is maybe as good as it gets, or this is good enough, but I want greatness. I want great things for myself. I want amazing, incredible moments to live in my life. I want to travel the world. I want to be financially free. I want to be free in general, have time freedom, have location freedom. I want to live. I want to be adventurous. I want to do all of these things. And I believe I can do it. I will find a way. That perspective alone, even if it took you 5, 10 years, which is extravagant for it to take 10 years to have a drastic change in your life. Trust me when I tell you that. If you just focused on that and actually said no to what all doesn't serve you and actually cut off everything, and it's not just about people, it's things in your life that you even do to yourself. Like, I'm talking about like self-sabotage. Like, I'm talking about like using drugs or using like other forms of addiction, like sugar addiction, fast food addiction, social media addiction. Like, cut out all the crap in your life. Focus on what's gonna actually get you to the person that you wanna be. Win yourself. Become the winner. You are capable of becoming a winner. You don't need to settle for nothing. Nothing. If you want something and fully heartedly believe that you will get it in life, keep fighting for it. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy or like, oh, you'll do the work and then it'll magically appear. The universe, God, has a funny way of testing us. God will test you. God will send you something close enough to it. God will send you even worse than it. God will send you people that will love you but will not be able to love you the way that you need to be loved. Will you accept that? Will you accept it in whatever forms or crumbs and pieces it comes to you? Or will you put your foot down and say, no, I know what I actually want and I'm gonna wait until I get what I actually want. And in the meantime, you need to keep in mind the whole time that there is no loss because you have yourself, you have God. If you have God and you have yourself, what does it matter? If you got attached, that's the only time that it will matter to you, because you are now attached to this person to give you something that you can't find within yourself. But the fact of the reality is you never needed this person. All you needed was to find yourself. All that you needed was to choose yourself over and 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 over for as long as you need to become the person that you're happy with. And then when you have to give, then you can give, my dear. But when you have nothing to give because you are sad or you cannot fulfill you feel empty or you feel displeased with how your life is right now, especially in your personal life, then take some time away. And I'm not saying this has to be complete isolation. What I'm saying is step away from everything that doesn't actually serve you and trying to go and trying to find the places that people like what you aspire to be may be there. And if you're in the middle, and some of you know exactly what I mean by this, if you're not at the beginning and you're not at the end of where you want to be and who you want to be, and you're in the middle, be patient. Be patient, work hard on yourself, on your career, on whatever it is that you're doing. If you're an artist, if you're a singer, if you're a poetess, focus on your craft. Focus on finding your happiness and peace and hold on. And don't settle, because what you've been working so hard for is gonna pay off. It's gonna come. The rewards are coming. The thing that you're looking for, it's coming your way. You just need to be patient. You will make it through this tough time. You will make it to the other side, and you will be so happy for all the sacrifice that you've done, all of the things that you gave up. All of the things that you learn along the way are invaluable. The person that you become in this journey that I am mentioning, you become absolutely invaluable. The knowledge is invaluable. You are invaluable. You will find yourself in a greater mindset than people who have even lived a whole life. Up to 60 or 70, you will have a better mindset than them. People who are millionaires and billionaires, there are a lot of people that have that financial success but are actually depressed. They are actually not happy with their life. They actually are not content. Having money does not mean success. Having money is not the only luxury in life. The true luxury in life is God, is love for yourself, is love for your life, is finding peace midst of all the chaos, and in that peace you will find happiness. Because even when you have that, and why I say in the midst of chaos, is because happiness is not a permanent thing. Happiness is something that we feel, it goes, it goes, and it's okay. It's okay. But if you have peace, then no matter what happens in your life, you know that you're always gonna be good. And that is what actually matters. Hey guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I am so happy and I can't wait to keep posting content to motivate you guys and make you just be here to guide you guys and be here with you every step of the way. And whoever is there watching me, I love you so much. You're so real for watching this all the way till the end. I send so much love and positive energy to you today. Let me know in the comments if you like this video and anything that you'd want to share with me. And I'm gonna leave my Instagram below. If there's anything that you'd like to talk about, hit me up. I love to help.